Hello and welcome once more to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Altered Morality, a necessary evil tale. So, when last we left off, our villainous folks had managed to get the attention of one Nevermore. They were hunting down this gentleman by the name of Nevermore because Ironhead Tony, the leader of the Red Hand Gang, wanted his head. And I know I should probably continue wearing the mask, but it's actually driving me up the wall right now. That and it's really hard to wear my readers with it. But as usual, this show is brought to you by Poppets Coffee. If you love great coffee, head on over to poppetscoffee.com, pick you up a bag. It's some of the most amazing coffee out there. As usual, we will be using Arkenforge. If you like what you see, head on over to arkenforge.com. Put in the coupon code KOTSDT to get $5 off of every object that you buy. And last but not least, if you like great dice, Norse Foundry. Head on over to norsefoundry.com. Same coupon code KOTSDT to get 10% off of everything that you buy. Now that I've done all the schlepping and shilling and selling and all of that stuff, let's dive right back in. So at the very last moment, I almost forgot. Mr. Nathaniel, who plays Concertina, will not be with
have anybody else on stage right now
tonight. You actually are on stage.
Oh, sorry. I would have muted if I'd known.
That's okay.
Oops.
I had put it on. I had put it on solo when I first popped it up, since I was doing all the talking right there for a moment. You know, trying to increase the show quality. Hi, Dave.
He's saying bye. And I apologize. No flames for Cinder tonight. I can't get the background to work.
So you guys had spent a whole day, and thanks to some amazing rolls. Oh, I was talking about Nathaniel. He is out with his family tonight doing family things, and we are all big believers in family first. So while Concertina won't be here tonight, they will be missed, probably much sooner than what you think. And we'll go ahead and dive right on with, as we closed out the last session, they walked out of their hideout and there was a note plastered across the hallway from the door, and it said to meet him at a specified address. I don't have the address up in front of me, just because I was busy setting up my dice cam once more. Because my wife likes to accuse me of cheating when we're playing Deadlands, I decided to get a dice cam thing going. I had stopped it for a little while because of the way that StreamYard does everything. I found a way to add it back in without costing me an arm and a leg. Which, if you want to help out with our costs, there's that banner down there at the bottom that'll take you over to our Patreon page if you type all that nice stuff in. And pledge 3, 5, whatever you want. Anything helps, because running these shows does get expensive after a while. Anyway, so you guys have made your way to said address, and let's see here. As I am getting, I forgot. I actually was just using the book for this part. All right, so bring me the head of Nevermore, and the address that he told you to meet him at was 793 11th Avenue in the former private storage building across from the Chelsea Piers. And if you want to see what the actual building looks like, you can head on over to Google Maps and put in 793 11th Avenue, New York City, and you can see the actual building that they are on. But as you guys make your way to the rooftop, you find yourself coming out and into this area here. So you've got some nice plants that are now starting to run to the wild. Looks like they had planters on top of this roof. You're standing on what used to be a swimming pool that's now been concreted over. And you guys actually came in through this area right here. And as you're looking around for him, the hedges are tall enough that they block sight. You hear from up above somebody say, "I'm here. Where is he?" And I'll switch the view there so that way you can see him. And as you look up at the gentleman, he looks something like this. He is breaking Edna Mode's #1 rule: no capes. He is stupidly handsome, like all superheroes seem to be. And I turn it over to you guys. Did you guys bring what's his name with you? The bait?
I believe so.
I would assume so as well.
Ragsdale. That's his name.
I didn't bother to remember his name.
All right, so I'm just going to grab a random token here and throw it out to use because his stats, they don't matter. Pardon me. Wow.
Is he going to try to run for it?
He's not that dumb. He's not a super like you guys are. Here we go. This guy looks appropriately scared for his life. All right. And as you shuffle Ragsdale forward, Nevermore says, "Excellent. Thank you. That will be all." And as he says that, I need everybody to give me a notice check.
Ah!
Oh, this will be a fun one.
I almost dropped my crap.
Hello, Fortnite God 2000. Welcome to the show. Here come the dice rolls.
All right. Weaver got a 10.
Ooh, Weaver got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
What about American Eagle?
Really?
What's that?
Well,
Oh, no.
the only problem with my char dice is they are a little bit small, but I believe I just rolled a 14.
Okay. And Ronnie, what did you get for American Eagle? Oh, did Ronnie freeze up on us?
Uh-oh.
Looks that way.
He has not moved.
No, he has not. Either he is really good at red light, green light, or we might have lost him.
Ronnie is too ADHD to be that good at
Oh no, he
I
crashed.
think I have to agree with that assessment.
Oh,
Also-
yeah. Ronnie crashed and he rolled a 7. So all three of you notice that he is bringing forward his left hand, and in his left hand, there appears to be some type of device, and both Weaver and Cinder, who got a raise on the rolls, notice that it looks like a remote control with a single big red button on it.
Oh, that jerk.
And what that means is he's not going to get a surprise round because you guys saw him do it. And we're going to go straight into initiatives. And
Cool.
I am going to make the dice and card camera large. So up first, we have Cinder with the King of Diamonds. For American Eagle, we got the 9 of Hearts. And I hate you.
Yes!
Yay!
All right.
Bet
So
for all.
3 of you
Yes.
gain an extra Benny. Weaver, you're going to be at +2 to all of your actions this round
Yes.
because of the Black Joker popping out. And Weaver, what would you like to do? Do you want to go now or do you want to wait?
Oh, definitely go now. And since I can take an extra action without penalty, I'm going to take 2.
Okay.
First action is going to use Entangle on Nevermore. So focus roll. Yes.
Good choice.
Hold on one
Make me
second.
have
In
to-
solidarity, Mabel, I'm going to roll my pixie dice that I got from Norse Foundry. That I probably am going to have to squint to read. Okay, let's see.
See, that's why I buy old man dice with the big numbers on them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
Well,
considering
my
you have to
light
use
in
readers.
here, I think one of my light bulbs has blown out and I haven't gotten around to replacing it yet. So I don't have it. Ah, I know what I can do. There we go. We will turn on my op light. And let's see, is this going to interfere? Oh, look at that. I can see them.
Oh my gosh, bless. Okay, so Weaver rolled a 9 on her focus roll.
All right. And Entangle is not opposed, if I remember correctly.
I don't think it is.
Let me pull up that power real quick. Oh, Ronnie just popped back in. There he is.
Oh, it is opposed by the victim's athletics.
All right.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yep, we can hear
got you 5 by 5.
Okay.
All right. No, it. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong book. I am looking at the the Savage Worlds core book instead of the Supers book.
Tisk.
I know.
For
Sometimes
shame.
I'm dumb. Sometimes I have days where I just walk up to my boss and say, "I am stupid."
I have those days too.
Who
I just
doesn't?
don't. I don't admit it out loud.
Well, I
Oh, I
can't
do.
walk
I
up
have
to
no-
my boss. My boss is in
All right.
Tennessee. I'm in Michigan.
So, posed by his athletics. What is his athletics? His athletics is okay. So you got a 9, correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's.
But I forgot the +2. Sorry, it is actually 11.
Okay, because of the Joker, it's a +2.
Yes.
So I'm going to grab his athletics die. I'm going to grab his wild die. And then I'm going to roll. Oh, there's an ace on the wild die, but his athletics die is only a 2. So his total is also 11, which means he is entangled, but not bound.
Okay.
Come on, there it is. So I will drop the entangled on him. And that was your first action. What's your second action?
My second action is to take out the Glock and try to shoot the hand that has the button.
All right. You know what? That's an appropriately heroic move. I'll go ahead and give you where are you? An extra Benny for that. So you've got 5 bennies to spend if you'd like.
Yes. Okay. Alrighty. So then shooting. Let's see. There you are. Okay. I don't feel like using the tiny dice to squint anymore, so I'm actually going to use my normal dice. Okay, with
Excellent.
the +2, we are at 9.
9 minus the 6 for shooting the extremely small target is going to be a 3. So right now, that is going to be a failure.
Okay, well then I will spend a Benny to re-roll it.
Okay.
I got the exact same, just different numbers.
Well, that sucks.
You know what? One more time. Let's try it again.
Jody,
I'm
if you're
either gonna
watching, she's
Huh?
fishing for your crit fail.
No, not for a crit.
Crit fail.
You know what? I'm
Nope.
going to switch it
Ain't gonna
with
happen.
this dice. We're going to try a different dice. Nope, that is a 6. So, no.
I got excited. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say that is a crit fail.
No, thank God.
All right.
I mean, that would be my luck.
That was the Black Joker. Oh, I forgot to draw a card for him. Okay. So that takes us to the King of Diamonds, which is Cinder.
How far up is he and how far away?
He is 1 story up, and let's see here. Let's measure it. Where are my measurement tools? So from you to him, 7. We'll call it 10 yards away because of the height difference.
You know what? I'm going to do multi-action.
How many actions?
There's going to be 2 actions.
Okay.
The first, whoosh, and I'm getting bigger.
Ah, enlarging yourself.
Yes.
Means
And then the second
drop down
is
to you.
whoosh.
Okay, go ahead and make that focus roll for your enlarge.
Let's see. I need. We're going to use some bigger dice just so I can see it.
How big are you going to grow yourself?
What's the largest I can get?
You can go up to +3.
Yeah, we're going to do that. There's the D6 I want. Oh my gosh. -2 for the multi-action. That is 7.
I agree, Raven. I agree.
I missed it.
7 is enough. That will make you
Oh.
size 1. So that's not going to change your actual scale yet. But it will increase your strength and toughness by 1.
Okay.
I believe it was strength
We'll
and
take
toughness.
that for now. And my next action is I'm shooting napalm at him.
Okay.
We are going to set his life on fire.
I forgot to pull his bennies.
So let me find
We'll set
my.
his
We'll
bennies.
try. You know what? These dice did do really well on that other roll. So let's see what they do this time. The little teeny tiny char dice. So fitting for this character. Oh, he's not going to like this. $19.
19. So you got a raise on it. So you get the extra damage die.
Nice. And let's see. What is my damage on this?
For your
2d6.
napalm, it's 2d6. So it goes up to 3d6.
So This is 3d6, so I kind of have to use the bigger dice because I don't have enough little dice that are the same size, and that's kind of weird rolling. So there's 2. Where's my third one? There's my third one. Come on, roll good for me. Roll good for Mama. Ugh. I'm spending a Benny. I got 9, a 6, a 2, and a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to spend a Benny and re-roll that. Come on.
I'm not gonna
Come
lie, I'm
on.
kind of shocked you didn't get an 8.
Well, that one's better. 6, a 6, and a 3, so 15.
15 starting.
Uh-huh. And I don't remember, do damage dice explode?
Yes.
Then that's just a start. So there's 15. 17 and 6 is 23.
23.
Another 6 is 29. 31.
31. So that would be
I don't do math in my head real well, if you hadn't guessed.
so I actually cheat. So I do his toughness, or the damage minus his toughness, and then divide by 4. So right now that would be 4 wounds.
Okay.
He is going to spend a Benny. And then he is going to roll his vigor.
Crit, fail, crit, fail.
That would
crit,
be 2 of them. He's going to try again. Move that to 12. That would only be 1 of them. So he will take his licks. He's not dead yet. But he is definitely wounded. Why is it not dropping the... There it goes.
See, James, I told you my dice don't always roll right.
Sure feels like it some days. All right. Whoops. All right. So he's got 3 wounds. And that was both of your actions. Are you going to move your pace?
Yeah, I will move towards him.
Okay, so he is actually up on the roof of that extension. So if you can either try and climb up the wall, or you can't fly, so you can't do that.
No.
I don't think you have a power that'll let you jump up there, so you would have to climb.
No, I would have to climb, and I've got.
Or you can go. You can go inside, because there has to be a way up there from inside.
Is that a door right there? Oh,
there is indeed
right there.
a door right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards that door.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will get you right next to it.
That works.
All right. And then we go to his 10 of clubs. And the first thing he's going to attempt to do is he is going to attempt to break out of this entangled with an escape action. Oh, I already did it. All right. So 10. Now, here's the part that is really fun about him. He is harder to kill. So
I don't like that at all.
He only has a -1 from his wounds. And that creates that makes that 10 that I rolled there a 9. which is a success. And with that, he is going to move away from the edge, which will make it harder for you guys to see him. I'm going to turn off his vision so you guys can no longer see what he sees. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just by the way, we're still on the dice cam.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
So no one can see what he sees.
And I'm just going to move those off to the side for now.
And at
All
least
right.
as far as I can tell, no one can see anything. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
I just had to move back down to your guys' level.
Okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page, I guess.
That takes us to the 9 of hearts, which is American Eagle.
So I want to try something. What's the likelihood that American Eagle would know what Nevermore's mentor, was it the owl, would look like? What's the likelihood he would know what he looked like?
I'm going to say
Common
one,
knowledge
it'll
roll?
cost you an action for a common knowledge roll with a... You didn't really like mutate until after the shield, right?
It was, yeah. So the bubble was kind of up.
So we'll say a -4. You might have seen a picture of him.
Okay. And you said that this is an action? Or
Yes, because you're
Okay.
racking your brains trying to figure out if you've seen this guy, so you can
Okay.
create an illusion.
Yeah,
I know
that's the
that's where you're
intention.
going.
Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to multi-action here, so -6 for this common knowledge roll.
Okay.
And with a 5, I'm at a -1. So I'm pretty sure I know what he looks like.
You were positive you know what he looks like.
100% sure. So I'm going to fly up to where I can see where he is.
All right.
And then attempt to cast an illusion.
This guy needs to go down.
Oh,
4.
aced on the wild die. Rolled an 8. -2 is a 6, so a successful use of illusion. So in a medium burst template is the spacing of the illusion, but
What
when
is the range?
The range is my
12 inches.
12 inches. That is correct. 12 inches.
So you could put it all. Oh yeah, you could drop it literally right next to him.
Perfect. So American Eagle takes off, flies up, spots him, and then you just see him do this, like hold 2 fingers to his head and hold out a hand, and materializing from the ether with a Jedi Force Ghost glow to him, you see a humanoid shaped owl, and echoing from the beyond, he goes, "Ooh, Nevermore, you have disappointed me. Ooh."
So I'm going to throw this. Oh, nope. That is way too big.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I love it.
I'm going to rule that since you have no idea what the owl looks like,
Yeah.
he just kind of looks at it and says, "What the actual?"
And that's my turn.
All right.
But
So-
mechanically, while he is in the within the illusions template, he is distracted.
All right. So I will
Understandably
add that.
so.
He is definitely distracted because he has no idea what that thing even is.
I would be too.
Perfect. All is going according to
Yeah.
plan.
I'm just going to move this out here. All right. So time for initiative cards. Let me pop this back up. And Cinder got the ace of spades. American Eagle got the six of spades. Weaver got the six of diamonds. And he's got his card right there, the queen of spades. So, Cinder on ace of spades. We're going to go down.
Well, I am still small enough to fit through the door and start up the stairs. So that's what
Yep.
I'm going to do.
So
At full
free
pace.
action to throw the door back
I'm
open.
actually going to run.
Okay, go ahead and roll your d6. Remember, this does not explode.
Yep. That
1,
is
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
a 5.
7, 8, 9. So you have 2 doors, and as you're glancing, I'll let you take a notice roll at -2 because you're in a hurry to see if you can figure out which door it would be just at a quick glance.
At -4?
2.
-2. Okay.
Well, 4.
Oh,
It would be 4 because it's running.
These char dice. Oh my gosh. $19.
19.
19.
So you are really sure. So that was 9, 10, 11. We'll get you there. That it is this door right here, because you see a very small sign on it that would be hard to notice immediately. I need to take us back out of that solo layout. You are pretty sure that it is
Right
definitely there because there's a little sign that says roof access on it.
right there.
All right. Do you wish to take any actions as you're moving up in there?
No, I'm trying to get there. I don't
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah. I will go ahead and activate my my absorption so it's ready.
Okay.
So that's focus roll. Oh, these dice feel. I have to say, every Norse Foundry die that I have rolled thus far just feels good to roll.
That's usually the case.
Girl, I'm like sitting with like literally 5 different sets of Norse Foundry dice in front of me, so I feel ya.
That's a 13.
Ronnie, we got to get you some Norse Foundry dice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I mean, it sounds like it. Yeah.
That's a 13.
A 13. And what type of energy is it that you absorb?
1 second here.
What is your trapping on this?
My trapping is when I'm hit, it comes back out as lava flowing towards whoever hit me.
Okay.
1 second here.
Okay.
I have to admit, I have trouble reading these sheets.
All right. So you succeeded with a raise.
Yes.
And yours has the reflection.
Yes.
All right. So that well, you're working that out. That will take us to him. And this is where he, American, you're the only one that can see this. So he keeps moving this way. He steps up onto the ledge of the roof, and as he jumps, he spins He smiles a winning smile as he slams down his thumb on that big red button. And when that happens, the whole roof beneath American Eagle and Weaver and Ragsdale goes up in a huge explosion.
Oh, biscuits.
Almost like he trapped it. Let's see. The good news is the blast itself causes no damage to you guys. I am going to need a roll for basically an evasion test from American Eagle. Because you were already up in the sky.
Yeah. What was the skill roll?
Evasion.
An evasion roll. Okay. So athletics or agility specifically?
It's agility -2.
Okay. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna spend a Benny instead of rolling with that 3. Much better. Ace on the D8. Say 15 -2. 13.
13, you said?
13.
That is good enough. You managed to dodge all of the debris.
Yay.
The bad news is both Weaver and Cinder are on the building, and you guys get launched.
Oh, biscuits.
I'm going to switch back to the dice cam. Fortnite, I did post your question. We're about to find out, at least among Cinder and Weaver, who the strongest villain is.
Oh, jeez. I don't like the sound of that. You're making me big concern today.
That's a lot of D6.
That is a lot of D6s.
Oh, no.
10.
And I'm not on the building. I'm actually inside the building.
I know, but you're still getting thrown by the blast.
Uh-huh.
All right. So there's 10, there's 20. There's 30.
Now it's time for the maths.
Oh, my.
35.
All the maths.
39 plus 40 total so far. So that is 50 points of damage
Oh, my.
as you guys are thrown and you
Oh.
fall, and then the rubble just comes crashing down on you. Ragsdale didn't survive.
Oh,
No
darn.
one cares about him.
He was my favorite.
So I believe, let me go back down the floor here. So with a toughness of 5, Weaver.
Toughness of 5. My paper says 9. 9, and then in like parentheses it says 4. Oh, well,
Okay, so you have 4 points of armor. I didn't
Yeah.
catch that part.
okay, yeah.
That would be that is going to be 10 wounds.
10 wounds.
10
Oh,
wounds.
love it. I would like to try to soak that.
All right, so that's going to cost you a Benny.
Uh-huh.
You still have 2 bennies left after this.
Okay. All right, and then I just roll vigor, right?
Yep. I wouldn't critically fail it if I were you.
I'm not going to. Just don't talk to me. I got an 8.
Out of the 10 wounds, you stop 2 of them. Do you want to spend another Benny?
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something different here.
It's probably a good thing that Concertina is not with you.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay, that is. Oh, sweet. Okay, this might have been a good way to spend this.
I hear more dice rolling.
Sorry, I have to do math. 15.
15. All right, so that's 4, 8, 12. So that stops 3 out of 10 wounds.
Mm. How many bennies do I have left?
1 Benny left.
How about as if I don't soak more than that?
So if you don't, you'll have 7 wounds. You're not dead yet. But you immediately get another vigor check with all of your wound penalties to see if you just outright die. You only outright die on this round if you critically fail that vigor test.
Okay, well, let's just go with what I have right now, and then I'll do the second vigor check to see
All
if
right.
I'm gonna
Give me a
die.
vigor check at -3.
-3? All right. Come on, dice. I got 3.
So right now you are on the ground, bleeding out. We're not going to worry about the wound right now because it might be a moot point.
Oh no.
Oh, we do not have a bleeding out token. So what I'm going to do for now is I am going to change your hue to that. And then that'll let me know that you're bleeding out.
Okay.
And we'll worry about what happens on your next action.
Okay, fun. Love it.
So, Cinder, the good news is your toughness is 1 higher.
So it's 12 instead of 11.
Yep. So that is going to be 9 wounds for you.
Let's see if I can be like a marble and bounce right off of it.
You can't. You're not like a marble. You are marble.
Well, this is true.
So attempting to absorb 9 wounds.
Let's see.
That gives you, okay, so it gives you a free soak roll using focus instead of vigor.
Okay, so that's my D8, not my D10. My vigor actually is a D10, but let's see what I do here. It rolled good a while ago. Let's see if it does it again. Oh, it does. Oh, both of them.
There it is.
$37.
All right. So you absorb it The bad news is there's no opponent within 12 inches of you because you were launched much farther than 12 inches away from them. So you take it, no problem. That'll take us to the 6 of spades. American, that building is gone.
So
You
it
don't
is.
see your friends immediately. What do you wish to do?
Torn between chasing after and tormenting Nevermore with the owl. Or trying to save the people who have helped keep me fed the last few months.
Oh, that's a tough decision.
Decisions.
Let's look at let's
Don't
see here.
let's see. Hindrance wise, I'm impulsive.
Uh-huh.
They'll survive. They always do. I'll chase after Nevermore.
Well,
I
dang.
would have expected nothing less.
I mean,
Right.
I didn't either.
You know what this is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll circle higher to see if I can spot where he is and have the owl float after him. Whoo!
I love this.
Okay, so give me a notice check because of all the dust and everything clogging the air.
Totally makes sense.
It will be, we'll call it a -6. The good news is that you've got some really sharp vision.
Yeah. So heightened senses, literal eagle eyes is what I named the power. Reduces range by 1. Maybe I should have changed that to pluses on notice. Oh well, we'll find out how it goes. Roll a notice. That's only a 3 as the die roll, so minus etc. I think I'm in the negatives. So instead of having the owl chase directly after him, I'm just gonna have him circle through the general area, going, "Ooh, Nevermore, you failed me!" Ooh.
I love this.
Meanwhile, Eagle's like, nailed it. I'm totally got him. He's right where I want him, wherever he is.
All right. So that was the 6 of spades. Hey, CC,
Yeah.
it's that moment of truth.
That
You need to
last
leave me a bigger
check.
roll with the -3. If you fail, we're going to be making you a new character.
I mean, I already have an idea in mind. I was literally contemplating it the entire time everyone else was taking their turn.
And Connor, if you're watching, Connor, I don't know if you are, sir, but this is why we're removing the wound cap for our Savage Snows game.
I got a 6.
A 6. Is that with the -3?
Yeah.
All right. So you continue bleeding out into the
Okay.
next round.
Fun. Love it. At least I'm not dead yet.
See, I knew you'd survive. At least another round.
Oh dear.
So going into the third round, Weaver has the Ace of Diamonds. American has the 6 of Hearts. And Cinder has the 7 of Hearts. And then Nevermore has the 5 of Clubs. So, guess what, Weaver?
What?
It's time for another vigor check as you lie in the rubble, feeling the lifeblood flow out of you.
Oh my god. Okay. Hold on.
It's still at the -3.
14.
14 with the -3. That is a raise, and you stabilize.
Oh gosh, yes. Except for I was
Yes.
actually kind of starting to get attached to the character I just thought of, but it's okay.
So now I've got to bring up the wound or the injury chart.
Oh gosh.
So let's see what happens to you. Injury is on page. There it is, page 95. All right. Roll me a non-exploding 2d6 and total them together.
6.
6.
Mhm.
Something is broken in your guts.
I
roll a
seem to
d6.
have a tendency to get that.
Well, I mean, it's the largest section of your body. That is the section that's going to be hurt most often.
That's fair. Anyway, what was the follow-up? Sorry.
Roll another d6.
Just one?
Yep, this one does not explode.
Okay. Two.
2.
Mm-hmm.
So as you landed, you came down hard on some asphalt, and then what can only be described as a building, a boulder from part of the building that you were blasted out of, landed right on your chest, wrecking your ribs.
Ow.
And it's going to reduce your agility by 1 die type. This is a permanent injury, which means the only way to fix it is with an advancement.
Biscuits.
So reduce your agility by 1 die type to a minimum of D4. And that is going to take us to, that was Ace, to 7 of Hearts, Cinder. You were covered in rubble. Oh, I suppose I should, since you guys aren't actually in this building anymore. This building no longer exists. We're going to throw that back up.
Well, this does not make Cinder happy.
Yeah, it seems like he got away.
And people do not like an unhappy Cinder. Easiest way, it seems to her right at this moment, to get out of this rubble is to get bigger.
Looks like John
Jungle!
decided to finally join us.
Sup?
You
So
missed
here
all
we
the good
go.
stuff, John.
I
Yeah.
am trying to grow to maximum size.
Okay, which will increase you by 1 scale. Doo-doo-doo.
$22.
22. So you have gone from scale normal to scale large, which your total increase in strength and toughness is +3. And you didn't declare multiple actions, so
No,
we
I
will
didn't.
go on to the 6 of Hearts, which is American Eagle.
Okay, so my illusion is still going to be circling around with the whoo, but I decided to drop down and try to find Weaver. Is she buried under the rubble, or can I find her pretty easily?
She is buried under the rubble, so it would take a notice check with a. I'll be kind and only make it a -4. You might see something sticking out or a big pool of blood that'll tell you where she's at.
Okay, all right. Looking for the pool of blood. 7 minus 4 is a 3. So how many pennies am I at?
You have 3 bennies.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 penny. No obvious pools of blood. Lots of dust in the air, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm circling around trying to find her.
Okay.
And I will project mentally, telepathically. Weaver, if you're alive, give me a sign.
Can I give him a sign? Like, how am I going to do that under a bunch of rubble?
Not on this turn. You'll have to wait until
Well, yeah. I'm
So,
just fishing.
you got a
for
little bit of time to
ideas.
think about it.
And
I
if you're
guess
not alive, can I have your stuff?
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, and that is what he is going to do. You make a note of it here. And round 4, he gets the first card, a 6 of clubs. Red Joker goes out to Cinder.
What?
Whoops, there we go. American gets the 10 of diamonds. Last but not least, on the Jack of clubs is the Weaver. All right, does the Red Joker wish to go first?
Yes.
All right, so to escape, it is your choice of either an athletics test or a strength test at a -2. Hello, Paylor.
I will go with the strength test. And that the +2 from my Joker negates that -2.
Yep. Paylor, I can honestly say that Necessary Evil is an amazingly fun game to run.
It's fun to play in too.
Mm-hmm. It is very fun.
So
All
Cinder
right,
is
so give me
crouching.
that strength test then. So you're at +3 because the Joker cancels out the -2.
Oh, look at that. I gotta keep. Well, let's do this one first.
Uh-oh. Cece's digging out a bunch of crap.
No, I'm trying to find the pen.
The D8 won out in the end, although the D6 tried to keep up, and I ended up with 26.
You erupt from the pile, and you are now standing in all of the dust. All of us over a certain age knows what the dust from a falling tall building looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So that sets it to what you're trying to see through.
Rough, man.
And that takes us to the Jack of clubs. So have you given
I do have one question just for planning purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Will my napalm set the dust on fire?
No, concrete dust
Okay.
is non-flammable.
That's what I
Don't
thought.
ask how I know.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume you have it on good authority.
All right, so Weaver, on that Jack of clubs, what are you going to do, Cece? You going to try and get free?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to really. Can I maybe try to cast an illusion, or am I in too much of a compromised position?
Well, you have to see what you're trying to cast the illusion at.
Oh, true. And
So,
I imagine that my view is kind of obstructed by
So
the giant boulder on my chest.
To escape the rubble, it is either an athletics test or a strength test at a -2, and you also have the -3 wound penalty.
I'll do athletics. Mostly because I do get a reroll on athletics for my acrobat.
Okay.
So,
Unless you critically fail.
you know, I would like you to stop talking today.
Jody's not in the chat to cheer on the critical fail, so I feel like I need to step up and rep Jody.
I mean, someone has to
No.
champion the cause.
Okay. Athletics.
We do know how Jody loves her critical fails.
It
She's
is a
been on the
9
field
base
for
roll. Did you say I had a -3?
Minus 3.
Okay. So that would be a 6.
All right.
Gremlin creature, please stop. Get your face out there.
You managed to wriggle your way free of the rubble. However, you are now in this choking cloud. And that takes us to American Eagle.
Okay. So here's my intention. I'd like to locate Weaver and then do a thing. At least
So,
that's my intention.
Declaring
So-
2 actions.
Okay, just checking. Whee! This is gonna be fun.
Same
Multi-action.
penalty for trying to find her because
Okay.
just the dust is so thick.
I kept the jacket on as long as I could.
So that's an 11 roll on the
Oh.
notice. You said
That
minus.
is a success, but no raise.
Okay. All right. So there's that. So I located her. Thank you. So I located Weaver, and 1 second, I have a munchkin trying to climb on me.
I feel ya on that.
Yeah, but kids are more fun than cats.
Yeah, but there's much stranger crap that they can get into, so I have a lot more funny stories. Actually, you know what? Never
That-
mind.
Oh no,
I have heard
I
stories.
don't know.
That's true. That's true. Never mind. I've been around children enough that I should know better.
You
Okay,
should-
so that was that roll. And here's what I'm wanting to do. As she's stumbling out of the rubble and I spot her, I'm wanting to swoop down, land on a boulder near her,
Mhm.
pierce my own hand, and smear my blood into her mouth.
Oh my.
Now, there's a reason for this. I, as American Eagle, have the regenerative power. And what I'm intending to do is spend one of my bennies to power stunt it into the healing ability with the restoration. So if I succeed at this, she's not only going to be able to make an attempt to heal her own wounds, but also heal the
that injury.
permanent injury. So,
All right. So
Well
you
then.
are spending one of your bennies to power stunt it.
yes. So here's the real kicker, though. The restoration, which allows me to heal permanent crippling injuries, adds a -4 on top of whatever my other minuses I've got going.
Mhm.
So,
So the good news is you're not wounded.
that is
And
correct.
you know where she's at. So
Yeah.
you only have whatever base penalties there are.
Yeah. So,
She, on the other hand,
yeah. So reading through the power, just real quick, I make a focus roll as an action, and I can potentially heal up to 2 of her wounds. So I'm
Mhm.
rolling at a net -6. Is that accurate? Multi-action plus the.
that is how I am reading it. Yes.
Okay, just want to make
Sounds good
sure
to
I've got
me.
the correct minuses before I go in. What's my Benny count? Just so I know how many I'm.
You have 2 bennies and 1 conviction.
All right.
Oh, he's thinking about that conviction hard.
I'll do it. This is patriotic enough to call for
So
it.
you're spending that conviction.
I'm spending the conviction to add a d6 to this roll.
All right.
All right.
So
that's
I'm not
a
going to toss
ace.
it away yet because you always have the option to spend a Benny to keep the conviction rolling.
Yeah. Okay, so -6. That's still a success. Okay, so I rolled a 7 on 1d6, and then adding the other d6 of 5, I have 11 -6. That's still 5. So I heal 1 wound and her permanent injury.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So
I can
before she can react,
Very
while she's
nice.
still coughing on the dust, I swoop down, pierce my hand with a talon, and go, drink this, and just smear it all up in her mouth.
Ew.
You know that's a
Weaver just
felony.
I'm an outsider, not considered part of society, anyways. It's fine.
Weaver is taken aback, but also not in a position to really shy away too much because she's kind of weak.
And you feel I'm going to say, if you're okay with it, that you audibly hear your ribs snap back into place. It's very disjointing.
Disturbing?
She
Disturbing.
should know the sound of ribs popping out of place, and it should be a very similar.
Oh, don't
Sound
make me
popping
think back
back
to
in.
2020. Oh, God.
And as the round comes to an end with the 6 of clubs, he has officially escaped. And with the
Come on.
selfish act followed by the heroic act of American Eagle, what is she doing?
She won't stop trying to drink my plants. I'm trying to propagate a turtle vine and she keeps drinking the water it's sitting in and like destroying them. Stop it. There is literally like freaking 3 glasses of water for you to choose from and you choose the wrong one every time. Go away.
All right. So, as I was saying, as the scene begins to close and Nevermore has escaped after nearly killing Weaver and then Weaver being assaulted by America Eagle.
It was very traumatizing.
That is where we shall pick up next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate all the views, and we will see you again in 2 weeks on the 17th. Now, on the 17th, we might have a late start because that is when the backer kit comes to an end. I think it's the 17th for the Han cluster. And there will be a special Savage Universe. I could be wrong about this, but I'm not going to take the time to look it up at the moment. But there will be a special Savage Universe taking place right before doing the last hour of the backer kit for Han cluster. If you like a really good sci-fi story that has the optimism of Star Trek pre-DS9 combined with the horror of, I would say, a little bit of the horror of what's the movie I'm thinking of? I cannot remember the name of it. It was a space horror movie, not Aliens. Oh, Event Horizon. So if you like that combination, I highly recommend checking out Han Cluster. Ronnie and I both played in a play test for it. It was a ton of fun, and that final scene, Tracy really outdid herself with it. So head on over to Backer Kit, support Tracy and her company as she gets out a new amazing campaign world for Savage Worlds. And keep an eye out because hopefully soon the Knightsmith Games, Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, will have our own campaign world, hopefully hitting Backer Kit or Kickstarter within the next few months. Beyond that, thanks for watching, everybody. We really appreciate all of you. And always remember, keep it savage. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.